That's amazing. Firebirds, Broncos, Jaguars, Vikings. I do not care. Scores my man. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win.
That's got to get you fired up, right? If that doesn't get you fired up, check your polls. Because, I mean, it's Friday night. You know what that means. Another week of football action on Friday Night Live. I know you were excited for that matchup.
I was actually slightly disappointed because I asked for a brick wall. We need a brick wall somewhere so I can run through it.
We'll get you a brick wall to run through next week. Eric, we have another jam-packed episode starting with a rivalry you've gotten very familiar with.
And how about this drone shot right here? Region 1 powerhouses, Central Cass, Kindred going head-to-head. The top two teams in Class A meeting on the gridiron. And without further ado, we head to Castleton. And again, the drone shot. I mean, we can't say enough about that.
We got to point it out.
That's fantastic. Beautiful look at this rivalry battle. We pick it up late in the first quarter, scoreless until the Army commit. Jake Starcevic goes over the top to Hunter Bindis for 6. It's a 29-yard score. The Vikings have the 7-0 lead.
To the second quarter we go, same score. Kindred has 4th and 20 in Central Cass territory, but Starcevic connects with Brooks Bacco anyway. The first down and the touchdown. Bacco disappears from us like he disappeared from the Squirrel defense. 14-0 lead for the Vikings. 2.5 minutes later, Kindred makes like DJ Khaled and scores another one. Kylan Swenson, thank you for that line, Eric. Kylan Swenson fights his way into the end zone. Kindred takes care of business in this rivalry battle, taking this one 48-7.
That was convincing. Over in South Fargo, the Shanley Deacons taking on the top-ranked Bismarck Demons. Shades of Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl early in this one.
Classic.
Jax Mattern finding David Holcraft on a screen, who then pitches it to Kai Zabel, takes it down the sideline. Hook and ladder gets the scoring started. Deacons with a 7-0 lead.
If you run a successful hook and ladder, I will put it in my show every time. Now,
Boise State.
We're showing you a kick return next, so you know what that means. For the Demons, his sophomore receiver Weston Scott takes this one 90 yards. Cuts across the field all the way to the house. We're all tied up. Deacons not going to go away without a fight in this holy war. No trickery on this one. Instead, it's Mattern finding a wide open Jake Kraft down the sideline for a 36-yard touchdown. Deacons are going to lead this one 14-13 at halftime, but Bismarck would start to pull away in the second half, and they're going to stay perfect on the year. 40-14, the final.
Not quite enough exercising there, so let's head out west. The Davies Eagles putting their perfect record on the line against Mandan. Eagles going to work at the goal line, handoff to Tristan Wehrmeyer. Fights his way across the plane. That opens up the scoring. 7-0 Davies. They lead.
And they're going to build that to a 20-0 lead in the opening half. They're going to keep that going into the second. A handoff to Colin Williams. Gets skinny through the line. Breaks away. Williams running away to the end zone. And Davies running away with this game. The Eagles moving to 4-0 on the year. A 34-14 win over Mandan.
How about those Eagles soaring again? And speaking of soaring, how about the Horace Hawks? Also in action out west tonight, cross-state battle with St. Mary's. The Saints stall out of their first drive, now forcing Horace to do the same. Charles Richter tracks down the outside zone on 4th down for the stop.
But the Hawks would take flight from there. Tiger Ray takes this one right up the gut, weaves his way into the end zone to open up the scoring. Horace with a 7-0 lead. They've struck on the ground, Eric, so now let's go to the air. Taylor Stefanowicz with a deep ball to Israel Bauer, snags it right on the goal line. Horace doubling that lead. This one's going to be all Horace the rest of the way. They leave Bismarck with a 28-7 win.
Good season for the Hawks so far. Now we go to Hawley for the battle for Lee's paddle. The Nuggets hosting Barnesville. Trojans with an 8-0 lead here in the second quarter. Looking for more. Gannon Bullgreen faking the handoff on the 1-yard line, sifting over until he finds an opening. Lands across the goal line for 6 more. Trojans going to go for 2 again. Bullgreen rolling out, looking to pass. Whoa, sneaks this one through the hands of the defender. Oh, so close. Falls right to Jack Macy. 16-0 Barnesville.
Hawley moving right down the field on their next drive, though, now on the 1-yard line. Noah Nelson with a good old-fashioned QB sneak. Works every time. The Bison commit.
Every time.
Putting Hawley on the board.
No tush-push needed.
Not that time. But the Trojans aren't going anywhere. Another short-distance touchdown. This time from Connor Clement. Trojans lead 24-7 at halftime. Barnesville staying perfect on the year, and they get to keep the paddle as well. Huge on that. 46-21.